Good morning, Prosper High School. I'm Elise Parker, and today's show is a special 100th episode of Eagle Nation News. We want to celebrate everything that we have accomplished this school year. Point After has covered every touchdown, every state and playoff run, and every after-game celebration. The Hype has given you an inside scoop of the organizations in PHS, as well as the UIL state championships and district winners. The news show has given you insight to important historical events, as well as cover many relevant issues important to students at Prosper. Front Row Live changed the face of Eagle Nation News and has given students a way to showcase their talents to their peers, as well as give comic relief at the end of the week. Eagle Nation News has arguably defined the 2013-2014 school year and has impacted the community in ways that few have imagined. This show is for you. It's a full-time job that requires so much work and effort to produce the final product, but in the end, it's all worth it. So today, we celebrate a milestone, the 100th episode of Eagle Nation News. Here are today's announcements.
Seniors, if you haven't ordered your cap and gown or haven't picked up your graduation announcement, see Miss Benavides as soon as possible. There's a mandatory senior class assembly in the auditorium tomorrow, Friday at 1:20. Any senior who leaves for work early will need to make arrangements to leave after the meeting at 2:30.
Mark your calendar for the Senior Award Ceremony held Wednesday, May 21st at 6:30 in the auditorium. Scholarship and acceptance letters need to be turned in to the counseling office. If the counselors do not have a copy of any scholarships that you've received by this Friday, which is today, then your scholarship information will not be included in the Senior Awards Ceremony.
Seniors, you may request final transcripts to be sent to college you will be attending in the fall, and NCAA indicate senior final transcript on the request. They will be available for pickup in June.
The boys dodgeball tournament will be held May 23rd. If you'd like to participate, you may sign up with the following people listed on the screen. Note that a $3 payment for each member and team roster is due May 7th.
Everyone is invited to attend the 2014 Talent Awards scheduled for May 17th at 7. This event will be hosted by Dean Smith and will celebrate the achievements of Prosper High School's broadcast and production students.
That's all the announcements we have for today. I think it's safe to say that Eagle Nation News has exceeded expectations on every front. From the successful implementation of social media and the news show formats, our broadcast team continues to innovate with the help of our dedicated advisors and, of course, the student body. We've come a long way here at Eagle Nation News, and it's so exciting to see the progress we've made. As we celebrate this milestone, we look to where we've been, but more importantly, we look to where we're headed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They've been there to celebrate your successes.
2 games to 1 on the Titans. Centennial wasn't ready to end their season.
To keep you informed about important events.
And at 6:30 p.m. in the LGI room.
To highlight your accomplishments. And to bring you together in unique ways.
The program has exploded, basically. It's on such a larger scale than it was last year. I mean, we went from doing a broadcast once a week, recorded like 5,000 takes, to doing it live on the spot every day.
On September 9th, 2013, the first live episode of Eagle Nation News leapt from the airwaves into the culture of Prosper High School.
That's the whole point of Eagle Nation.
Today, after 100 episodes, it's become a household name.
And to celebrate you.
When I figured out we were going to go live, I was really scared. That's like a big thing. We have about 1,600 students here at Prosper, and everyone was going to be looking at me. So of course, you have nerves. But I mean, the first time we went live, it just my nerves all went down, and we practiced and practiced and practiced before the first show, and then I finally felt like I had everything under my belt and ready to go, and then we just went live, and it was exciting.
The introduction of social media into the news broadcast has impacted the campus in ways that many could not foresee. At Eagle Nation News, the media Twitter account, now boasts over 1,300 followers and has been present to inform the campus about school closings during the ice-pocalypse, as well as tweetcast the volleyball team's state run point by point.
I think sometimes I didn't realize the impact that social media and what you guys have done had on our season because I was there at the game. But a week after the state finals, I did receive an email from a dad who said that him and his daughter were up in Oklahoma because his dad and her grandfather was very, very sick, and he ended up passing away. And one of the things that they were able to do was that they got to listen to what you guys have done, and they read the live tweets, and they were able to follow the state run for us even though they couldn't be there in person.
With 100 episodes under their belts, the news team at Eagle Nation News can breathe a sigh of relief as the stresses of going live now seem commonplace.
I honestly thought it wouldn't work at first because I thought it would kind of fall apart, or we wouldn't have the resources to do a live show every day. And they were a little shaky at first, but I think we've just improved over time, and the expectations have just been raised again and again throughout the school year.
I can definitely say just from this year, I have spent many sleepless nights. My stress level has definitely reached an all-time high.
She's a raging stress monster.
With the growing community of Prosper, Texas, just what has been the impact of Eagle Nation News?
I think it works really well in Prosper because it kind of sheds and brings light to some of the programs that normally don't get as much light.
I liked watching my sport like soccer and just all the other sports keeping me updated.
It was really enjoyable for the whole school to connect through them.
It just brings and exuberates pride, a sense of pride and excellence, and that's what we're all about.
A wide variety of programming that aims to bring coverage to every facet of Prosper High School has been the goal of the program from the very beginning.
I like the diversity that Eagle Nation News presents every day.
I think the coolest part about it is that every week you get someone new. Like, it's not just the same anchors or like whatever. You get someone new that has a different talent and does something different, and you get a new perspective of maybe what high school is about.
It was fairly close to the beginning of the year, and there were a bunch of kids in the cafeteria watching the morning news broadcast, and they were kind of talking, and I didn't think they were paying attention, and I was a little bit upset because I thought, oh my gosh, all this work the kids are putting into it, and the student body isn't paying attention. And then something happened. A kid made a comment or something funny happened, and everybody in the cafeteria erupted in laughter, and I realized that every person in there was actually paying attention to it, and I thought that was just a really cool moment.
Despite the new look and professional setting, being on the news may not be as serious as it always looks.
While we were live, Tanner was speaking, and I had to get to the desk, and so what I had to do is during the show I had to crawl under the desk right in front of him, so like his feet were right here and I'm on the ground crawling trying to get to the other side.
So I feel like every anchor before the show feels like they always have to go to the bathroom. So what you guys don't see is that when we are live, we really have to go to the bathroom really bad, and we're really trying to hide it.
We were working in the control room, and I was on soundboard that day, and Cayman was talking to me about some funny picture he had seen, and Andy just leans over and he whispers into Cayman's ear, "So I heard you had a sister," and it was just kind of unsettling.
One time I had to really go to the restroom, and I was mic'd and kind of forgot I was mic'd, and we had like 3 minutes left until the show aired. So I just like ran to the restroom, and apparently my mic was still on and everyone heard it.
The future is bright for the news, and expansion is definitely in the works. With a whole new season on the horizon, Eagle Nation News is sure to be here for quite some time. Despite the milestone of reaching 100 episodes, it's merely the first stop in what is sure to be a long and prosperous climb to the top.
At Eagle Nation News, we are proud to have reached our 100th episode. Just as you are growing and learning in your classes, we too are growing as journalists. You have had the opportunity to witness our on-air mistakes, funny moments, and even the awkward ones. But through those experiences, we have been able to refine our skills. We thank you for your support this year and it is exciting to see what the future holds for ENN.
Woo! Woo! So while you guys go to class, we're going to go ahead and enjoy this cake. So,
please. Turn down for what?
I love cake so much.
That was LOL.
My favorite.
We should take a picture with our little people.
I dare you.
I need a fork.
Caleb,
right now, while we're on live,
do you want to bite that?
Just like take it.
Shout out to the girls making cake.
Oh.
Like you just sit around it and then like kind of pull and then like give it like a